Now we are going to discuss about another case. So in the previous class we discussed when the wave is transmitting from dielectric medium to conducting medium. So here in this case consider the another case, which is case 2, as like this. Here it is a boundary between two mediums. Here it is medium 1, here it is medium 2. Now let us consider a case when wave is propagating from lossless dielectric to same medium, lossless dielectric. So here in this case I am taking two mediums as same medium, which is lossless dielectric. It is also called as perfect dielectric. The lossless dielectric is also called as perfect dielectric medium. So for lossless dielectric medium, the conductivity is 0 and the intrinsic impedance is mu1 by epsilon 1. Here it is mu2 by epsilon 2, and alpha 1 is equals to 0, beta 1 is equals to therefore gamma 1 is equals to j beta 1. Here also alpha 2 is equals to 0, gamma 2 is equals to j beta 2. Why? Because it is lossless conducting medium. So in previous case the intrinsic impedance of second medium is 0. So directly we have taken the reflection coefficient as -1. But here it is not the case. In these two mediums we are having intrinsic impedance, but we don't know which is greater and which is smaller. Now first we'll take two possibilities. We'll derive all these things with two different possibilities. Take the first condition: if eta 2 is greater than eta 1, then the reflection coefficient gamma is positive. Means gamma is equals to eta 2 minus eta 1 divided by eta 1 plus eta 2. The value is in between 0 and 1, which is only positive term only. The maximum value of reflection coefficient is 1 only. Okay, and the transmission coefficient is also a positive count, which lies in between 1 to 2. Okay. Next, consider a second case. If the intrinsic impedance of second medium is less than the intrinsic impedance of first medium, then the reflection coefficient is negative, which lies in between -1 to 0, and the transmission coefficient is still it is a positive count, but here it lies in between 0 less than tau less than 1. Okay. Now again the same story, we need to derive the total electric and magnetic fields of medium 1 and medium 2. So now total E field in medium 1 is E1 is equals to, which is equals to total incident plus reflection. Incident will be written as I0 e power minus gamma z plus reflection. So here if you substitute gamma into I0 in place of ER, you will get like this. I am taking e power minus j beta 1 z as common, so you will get 1 plus gamma into e power 2j beta 1 z ax cap. Let it be equation number 1. It is total field. Next, total magnetic field in medium 1. H1 is equals to Hi plus HR, that is equals to EI0 divided by eta 1 e power minus gamma z minus ER divided by eta 1 e power gamma z along y direction. So here same thing, E naught divided by gamma 1 e power minus j beta 1 z minus ER is written as gamma into E naught divided by eta 1 e power j beta 1 z in y direction. So here h1 is equals to, I am taking E naught divided by gamma 1 e power minus j beta 1 z as common. You will get 1 minus gamma e power 2j beta 1 z into a y cap. Let it be equation number 2. Next, we have completed medium 1. Next, measure total H and E fields in medium 2. So first E field, the total transmitted electrical energy in second medium E2 is equals to ET, that is ET naught e power minus gamma to z, that is equals to, from transmission coefficient formula we know that ET is equals to, so transmission coefficient tau is equals to ET divided by EI. From this ET is equals to tau into EI. So I am replacing this as tau into EI naught will be written as E naught e power minus j beta to z. In which direction? X direction. Okay, in similar way the total magnetic field is H2 is equals to HT, that is equals to HT naught into e power minus gamma to z in y direction, that is equals to HT naught will be written as ET naught divided by eta 2 into e power minus gamma 2 is j beta to z in y direction. So E T naught again written as H2 is equals to, therefore tau into E naught divided by eta 2 e power minus j beta to z into a y cap. Means from this there is certain amount of electric field and magnetic field exist in medium 2, means some portion of the signal will be transmitted across the boundary. So though there is a electric and magnetic field components here, there is a possibility of reflection of waves. So here I am instanting a wave, there is a possibility of transmitting a wave across the boundary, but still there is a chance of reflection. What is the amount of reflection here? Depending upon this reflection only standing waves will be formed in medium 1. Now we need to check what is the amount of standing waves formed in this medium 1 for these type of surfaces. Eppudu when both mediums are perfect dielectric medium. Okay. So here the maximum and the location of maximum and minimum magnitude of standing wave will be determined from electric field component in medium 1. Okay na? So the magnitude of electric field component in medium 1 is E naught into 1 plus gamma e power j to beta 1 z. So here if eta 2 is greater than eta 1, then gamma is positive. Then the maximum value E1 max is equals to E naught into 1 plus gamma e power j to beta 1 z max. The maximum value of this is when e power j to beta 1 is equals to 1, then only you will get the maximum value as E naught into 1 plus gamma. This is the maximum value. When it will happens, whenever e power j 2 beta 1 z is equals to 1, that is it will become e power j 2 pi n. It is 1 for these values. So from these 2 beta 1 z is equals to 2 pi n, z is equals to 2 pi n divided by 2 beta 1. That is equals to, we assumed in the previous case beta 1 as, so in the previous case we have taken beta 1 as 2 pi divided by lambda 1, where pi will get cancelled. Therefore z is equals to minus n lambda 1 divided by 2. So this is where the standing wave is in negative. This negative indicates the standing wave is along negative z direction. Then E minimum is equals to E naught into 1 plus gamma e power j 2 beta 1 z. The minimum value is E naught into 1 minus gamma. When it is possible, whenever 2 beta 1 z is equals to 2n plus 1 into pi. So whenever 2 beta 1 z is equals to 2n plus 1 into pi, then e power j 2 beta 1 into z will become minus 1 if you expand cos theta plus j sin theta. So from this z is equals to 2n plus 1 into pi divided by 2 beta 1. Again 2 beta 1 is 2 lambda 1 divided by 2 pi divided by lambda 1. Pi will get cancelled. Finally z minimum is equals to 2n plus 1 into lambda 1 divided by 4. It is z maximum. Therefore E1 max is equals to E naught into 1 plus gamma, and E1 min is equals to E naught into 1 minus gamma. Therefore the standing waves are drawn like this. It is x axis, and on y axis I am taking the magnetic field. This is z axis. Okay, this is the reference, and here let us consider it is the maximum value of which is E naught into 1 plus gamma, and the minimum value of standing wave is E naught into 1 minus gamma. So here I am instanting, I am transmitting some wave. So some wave will be transmitted into the medium, and some portion of the wave will be reflected back. This is maximum, it is minimum. So this is for eta 2 less than eta 1. Here it is for eta 2 greater than eta 1. Next is standing wave ratio. So this ratio will be calculated wherever there is a existence of standing waves. So usually standing waves will be formed in medium 1 only. So this will be formed only in medium 1. Okay, so the standing wave ratio is represented as letter S. So S is the ratio of the maximum electric field component in medium 1 to the minimum magnitude E max divided by E min. So from earlier discussion, E max is E naught into 1 plus gamma divided by minimum is E naught into 1 minus gamma. So E naught will get cancelled, therefore standing wave ratio S is equals to 1 plus gamma divided by 1 minus gamma. Okay, so if you want to further expand this, just take a cross multiplication. You will get S into 1 minus determinant gamma is equals to 1 plus gamma. So S minus S gamma is equals to 1 plus gamma. So here S minus 1 is equals to gamma plus S gamma. S minus 1 is equals to, take gamma as common, gamma is into 1, S plus 1. Therefore the reflection coefficient gamma is equals to S minus 1 divided by S plus 1. This is the reflection coefficient from standing wave. So the ranges of standing wave S is from 1 to infinity. So its range, the minimum value of it is 1 and the maximum value is infinite. For this, if you substitute 1, the minimum value 1, then gamma is equals to 1 minus 1 by 1 plus 1, that is equal to 0. So the minimum value of reflection coefficient 0 less than infinite. If you substitute infinite in the denominator, you will get infinite. So infinite is 1 by infinite is, so here it is infinite minus 1 by infinite plus 1, that is equals to infinite divided by infinite, you will get 1. So the standing wave ratio lies in between 1 and infinite for the reflection coefficient 0 and 1. So the standing wave ratio in dB is S is equals to 20 log S.